Hey everyone, Wicked Jutto here. Time for another Build My Bases. We're just continuing our Dead Man Switch tutorial. So we'll go get started on the next Dead Man Switch combo. So let's see where we want to set this one up. Whoops. Okay, just cleaning that up. Let's come over here. So the next one I want to show you through is the Genmat activated. This is probably the most common Deadman switch, but it's really effective. It's pretty hard to deal with unless you've got the right kit, which is the Phoenix Pod, or the Arc Barrier. If you've got those two loadouts, then you're probably fine, but it's still annoying to deal with. I guess if it's Genmat activated, let's put it next to the Genmat. That probably makes sense, right? Okay. The hardest thing to get this working is the Genmat itself. The way Genmats work is they've got this little hood on the top, which means you can't just drop something on top of it and, you know, kill the raider. So that's priority number one, is to try and make that work. It can be done. Normally it works from the side. Well, it can only work from the side because the sides are only exposed. But let's make this opaque. And we'll start with this cube first, and then we'll work on like making a little death chamber or whatever. Okay, so let's kind of fill these in. Normally these opaques are a dead giveaway, so you can make it second wave, but really it doesn't really matter like whether the player knows it's coming or not. The key thing is to make sure that nothing's safe. Okay, and then you probably want to, well, let's assume there was like a bolt trap or something at the end. Just to kind of put pressure on the player. That should reach, right? Yeah. So that will just be a second wave. So that will kind of spawn in, give the player a hard time. Just one extra thing to like deal with, you know. You could also do pistons or something, but it takes a few seconds to actually activate. So, and anyway, we'll leave it at that, and you know, we'll see how it goes. And then just imagine this kind of, let's see, we probably want like a decent entrance, just so raiders can get in. Okay, Harvey's got a valid path? No? Harvey's still angry. Who knows? Oh, right. We actually need to complete the path. Alright, so far so good. If you are doing this, you may need to make this longer, by the way. So the way you do that is you just kind of continue like around the corner. Right here, I'm just kind of giving raiders an easy access to the base, but if I was doing this properly, I'd just make this even more and just extend out. It does cost more resources to do, so just keep that in mind as you're building this. Is this kind of setup is very expensive. There's just no way around it. Okay, so let's next figure out how we want the enforcer to get in here, right? So I'm just going to delete this just for the second, and we'll figure out how to path the dropper. Okay, so let's say we have an enforcer, and he's got Deadman, and there's a hollow cube to stop him, which is second wave, which will stop him from running off until the Genmat's grabbed. Okay, and then we want to path it. Yeah, that's what I thought. See, the problem is... Alright, let's try again. Kind of just tap it. We'll try again. Too far. Maybe. See how that... I think that's not enough. This is really the tricky part to this. Is getting them to do what the hell you want them to do. So... Okay, so a few tricks I'm doing here. If I just path this how it is right now, I'll show you what happens. What's gonna happen is he's just gonna die immediately. I'll show that in practice. Right, just dies. He basically has 2 tiles that he can jump off from. But we actually don't care if he dies. That's actually a good thing for us. So what we're going to do, we're going to temporarily put this in, and then we'll path him, right? And then, yeah, that's what I thought. Yes, he might do that. Is that good? It's just a little bit too far. I guess if this was here... Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let him move into that wall, and then we delete this. And see how he, like, kind of just does this loop animation? I guess we could have just moved it down. Maybe I'm overthinking things. Let's just try one more time. Sorry, I'm kind of going back and forth. Deadman switch. And then we just want to keep moving forward, right? As we're trying to path that. The aim is we want him to kind of be standing in the middle or as close to the middle as possible. The other Deadmans, by the way, are much easier to path because all they have to do is jump straight down. But we'll kind of put this together. Okay, alright, so he's enclosed. Okay, and then last thing is to add this. Okay, and then I think we're good to test. So let's give it a test. Okay, so let's grab it. Whoops. That's not what we want. Let's not move him forward. Oh, actually, you know what we can do? So we can kill him early, I think. Is that going to be a problem? Okay, I need to think. I think if we do this, he's not going to make it. So we actually do need to move this higher. So I was correct originally. Is we need that. And we'll move that here. And we're just moving everything 1 block higher. Reason for that, if you're wondering, let me just place them down. Dead man. The reason for that is if we were to put the cube here, where I am here, the problem is he needs to travel all the way to this wall to be effective. But if he walks onto lava, he's just going to stop dead in his traps, and he's just going to land here instead of here. So that's kind of the reason. We do need to path this, so let's do that first. Put a block here so he lands, so then the path gets registered in the system. So we just hold W and then press R to then stand. And then we delete this. He'll keep doing this animation, but it has registered. And then you shove this here, make sure it's opaque, and then put another one here. This actually kills him early, and then by the time he reaches here, he will already be dead. Whereas before, he was still alive. Like, he landed in the right place, but he was still alive. Okay, let's give this a test. Okay. Alright. So we're a raider, we grab the Genmat, we shoot this, and we're safe. Or so we think. Okay, great. So see how he kind of like flops in? He kind of like lands basically dead on the middle, or like close enough to the middle in that I can't... We can even test this, right? If I just reset this. Imagine I knew this was coming, right? And I try to stand here to kind of get out of the way. So I'm as far into this corner as possible. Oops. Shit. I forgot about that. Sorry. Let me test one more time. And this is actually a thing. If you're testing, make sure to disable the traps. Otherwise, it will screw up your testing. Okay, and he flops in. That red reticle means like you're in danger, so that's what we want. Okay, cool. So that's that. Next, let's set up the rest of the dead man. You can alternate here, like you could do like one block and a space, or you can just do them all. It's up to you, right? I'm only gonna path one, but all you need to do is just copy paste for the rest of these. And make sure you enclose them all. You don't want little gaps in the base. I guess we're here now. I was gonna say I'm not gonna do it for everyone, but here we are. I'm just not gonna put dead man in every single cube. Just so I'll do it for one, and you can just copy it and paste it. But, you know, it's the same for each one. Okay, put on the dead man. Just record his path. Press R, and then he'll drop in, and you know, hopefully done right, should put you in a really tough spot. Alright. Whoops. Let us make sure we put something to block him, otherwise he's just gonna jump straight in. He's too excited. Alright, let's put a second wave. Let's test again. Cool. Alright, so he's not dropping in. Kinda shoot that. Okay, so there we go. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. So yeah, that's basically it. All you'd need to do from here, if you were gonna continue this, is just like duplicate guys all along here. Make sure they all have Deadman switch. Make sure you duplicate all these, and then you just path each one. I'm not gonna leave these in because I want to save as much capacity for other traps, but you get the idea. So you just fill this up and then just repeat it. Cool. So that's it for this part. I'm gonna continue the next part for tomorrow. So thanks everyone for watching, and if you like this type of content, like and subscribe. It really helps us out, and we'll see you in the next one.